Welcome to Lombardi Avenue, your place to get Wisconsin sports, the Packers, the Bucks, the Brewers, the Badgers. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Lombardi Avenue, your place for Wisconsin sports. And today, guys, I want to discuss my feelings around this notion that the Green Bay Packers are going to take a humongous step backwards in 2022. Of course, everybody's saying Davante Adams leaving is going to hurt. I'm not going to particularly disagree with that, but I am going to explain to you why I actually truly do believe this team is actually set up better this year than in years past. First off, I want to say Green Bay's defense last year in 2021 stepped up and played much better than probably the last 10 years since 2010 when the Packers won the Super Bowl. And as a Packer fan, we all know that year Aaron Rodgers got hot in the playoffs. We were a 6th seed. We barely made the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers got hot, but I want you guys to remember, and a lot of you may remember this, the Packers defense turned the ball over that year. If you remember the Eagles game in the wild card round, an interception late in the game sealed the victory. Against the Bears in the NFC Championship game, an interception sealed the deal, along with a defensive touchdown in that game. And in the Super Bowl, I want to believe we had 3 turnovers, if I'm not mistaken, and the defense came through and stopped the Steelers on their last drive. And that's something that the Green Bay Packers have not seen from their defense since, right? Just think about some of these playoff games just absolutely getting destroyed on defense. So when you think about this, Green Bay's defense last year in 2021 was 9th in yards per game. So they were top 10, and they were 14th in scoring at 21.8 points per game. And this is the big improvement, I think, on the defensive side. They were 11th in rushing defense. And when you think about the Packers just in the past 10 years or so, what has been the Achilles heel? It's always been the rush defense, right? Colin Kaepernick running for almost 200 yards on us. The Niners in 2019 just running all over us, and we couldn't stop the bleeding. And so when you look at that, that is a big improvement. Now, Green Bay didn't have Jair Alexander for almost the whole season. They didn't have Zadarius Smith for the whole season, and those numbers are what the Green Bay Packers defense spit out. Green Bay loses to the Niners at home, but not because of the defense. It was because the offense couldn't do anything except for the first drive, and then we had 2 horrendous special teams mistakes that killed us. And I'm sorry. Yes, the special teams was bad all year round, and it finally came back to hurt us when it mattered. But now look at the defense. We added Jerron Reed. We drafted Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt. So this defense is returning everybody outside of Zadarius Smith. So we have a defense that should be at least as good as last year, if not better. And I expect, and I've said this before in other podcasts, I believe the Green Bay Packers defense will be top 5 this year. If, all things considered, you don't know about injuries, but if we stay pretty healthy with this squad, and I think we're deep where we could take some hits on injuries, I think this defense, it should easily be top 10, and I really believe top 5. So let's look back. So why am I confident that the Green Bay Packers are going to be okay this year going into 22 versus maybe years past? If you think about it, guys, Aaron Rodgers won his one Super Bowl back when Green Bay had a very good defense. That is no coincidence. I really, truly believe, even in the NFL, guys, you cannot win, especially when it comes to playoff time. You need a good defense to win in the playoffs, to win a Super Bowl. You just look back at history. That's just the way it works. Teams generally don't win a Super Bowl without at least a good defense. In my opinion, all you need is at least a top 10 defense. But when you look at it, if you have a spectacular defense, guys, your odds go up that you're going to be able to win. Now, you have to score points. And no one's here. I think no Green Bay fan is going to say that Aaron Rodgers, with whoever he has on the offensive side of the ball, isn't going to be able to put up enough points to win games, especially if we have a dominant defense. There's just no way that the Packers will not win games in that scenario where the defense is top 5 with Aaron Rodgers and whoever else you put on the field on the offensive side of the ball. I've been saying as a Green Bay fan for the last 10 years, I think that they've obviously went offense all the time. They were always focusing on the offense. I was super stoked when they didn't draft a wide receiver this year in the first round and they went defense. I was so stoked, guys. I love it because with the top 10 defense, with Aaron Rodgers on the other side, we are going to win games. And this is one thing I will say. We've won 13 games the last 3 years. I think it's very possible that they don't win that many games this year, but they are going to be a better team when it comes to the playoffs. Rodgers won his Super Bowl with the top 10 defense. Brett Favre won his Super Bowl with the best defense that year. That year in 96, Green Bay had the best offense and the best defense. I don't know if that's ever been done before. But just to kind of paint a picture, guys, it's not really the offense. The offense hasn't really been a problem for the Green Bay Packers the last 30 years because we've had Brett Favre and we've had Aaron Rodgers. And I truly believe quarterbacks make wide receivers. Losing Adams, yes, it hurts. It hurts. We lost a top tier, top 2, top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. But great quarterbacks make wide receivers go a notch up. So if so-and-so is a good wide receiver, Aaron Rodgers can make them into a great wide receiver. If they're a great wide receiver, Aaron Rodgers can make them into a Hall of Fame wide receiver. And you get my point. So I think the Packers focusing on the defense is exactly what they need to do. They probably are doing this as well because, Aaron Rodgers has been up in the air. Am I going to come back? Am I going to leave? They're probably saying we're getting the defense ready for the future. But as of right now, that is still great because like I said, a top tier defense. We have Aaron Rodgers. It doesn't matter what we put together. We brought in Bisaccia from the Raiders to fix the special teams, which was a disaster and cost us a Super Bowl title last year. I truly believe it. If we would have got past the Niners, we would have won the Super Bowl. But as a Packer fan, the last 10 years have just been heartbreaking disasters of some kind, special teams, defense, and I really think that they're trying to fix that. I don't see a big decline in the offensive production, but I don't think the offensive production for the Packers is going to be as elite maybe as it has been in the last few years, which is totally fine with me. I think if you play great defense, I think when you have A.J. Dillon and you have Aaron Jones, a two-headed monster, one guy who can just pound it up the middle, beat you up physically, and then you have Aaron Jones, the cutter, the gasher, the speed guy. I think Green Bay is going to run the ball quite a bit, dare you to put 8 men in the box, and then hit you deep. That's why they got Christian Watson. He's a tall, fast wide receiver. And I think we'll be all right. There's going to be times this year, guys, I'm telling you right now, where somebody's going to run a wrong route and Rodgers is going to look frustrated. He has to really build the rapport with these guys. But like I said, it will come with time. And I just love the fact that they focused on the defense. So that's what I've been telling people who've been telling me, oh no, the Green Bay Packers took a huge step back. I'm like, look, dude, we are stacked on the defensive side. We still have Aaron Rodgers. We have a two-headed running game in Dillon and Jones. And I really believe Christian Watson's going to come out in his rookie year. I'm not saying he's going to blow up like Jamar Chase, but it could be almost like a Jamar Chase where he's going to come out and maybe have 1,000 yards receiving his rookie year. He's going to have so many opportunities, and I believe in the kid. I think it was a great pick. I think a lot of people had him number 2 on all the wide receivers, and he probably went, 7th or 8th of the wide receivers. All these other wide receivers were getting drafted, and I think we got the best one out of all of them, and I'm super pumped up that he's going to get a lot of opportunities. But yeah, this notion that the Green Bay Packers are going to take a step back is ridiculous. It's laughable. I really don't know what to say to some people. If you're a Packer fan and you're starting to have doubts like, oh man, don't buy into it. We have to see the team on the field and what they can do. It may be one of those type of beginnings to the year too where it's going to be like, oh man, they're not really getting it together. And you have to remember, out on the offensive side of the ball, Rodgers, as far as wide receivers, he only really trusts Lazard and Cobb, probably out of all of the wide receivers. So you're going to have to give him time to get connected with his guys on the field. So they may start slow. It's not typical for Green Bay to start kind of slow and then end the regular season hot. So I wouldn't worry, guys. The division's not that strong. I think Green Bay's in the driver's seat for the division, which means we're going back to the playoffs. I just don't see them winning 13 games this year. They may win 11, they may win 12. And you shouldn't worry about that because in 2010, we were the 6th seed. We were the 6th seed and we took it all the way. And to me, it's not about where you start or it's, what happens in the season. Hopefully they go through some growing pains and they got strong. I think losing Jair made them go pick up Rasul Douglas, and now we got Rasul Douglas, the playmaker. So sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. Guys go down, other guys step up, and then those guys come back, and now you have a better, deeper team. And I think that is exactly what happened with the Packers. They re-signed all their defensive guys that they wanted. We only lost Smith, Zadarius Smith. He went to the Vikings. But, dude, he played one game last year. Yeah, he was great the last couple years, but he missed all of last year, and we did fine. Like I said, ninth in yards per game on defense and 14th in scoring. I would almost guarantee you we will be top 10 in both those categories this year. Of course, pending injuries and whatnot, but I really, truly believe the Packers' defense is going to be an upgrade versus last year. These rookies should be able to come in, get a lot of playing time. They're deep. They're deep. Just look at our cornerbacks. We got Jair, we got Stokes, and we got Rasul Douglas. We're pretty deep, guys. They built up the defensive line so we can rotate guys in and out. So they should be fresh. I'm not worried about the offense, guys. Like I said, it's going to take a while with the wide receivers to get into a rhythm with Aaron Rodgers. It may be kind of a slow start, but guys, we are going to be better off, a better team this year than last year, even though we lost Davante Adams. I can guarantee you guys, I will be the first one to admit if I'm wrong, but Davante Adams is not going to have a statistical season in Las Vegas like he did the past 2 years in Green Bay. It's not going to happen. He's going to go high on a lot of fantasy boards, guarantee you, but when you look at it, he's going from a Hall of Fame quarterback to a quarterback that's thrown 30 touchdowns one time in his career. And a quarterback who can't throw the ball deep, in my opinion. I live here in California around a lot of Raider fans, and they tell me, dude just can't, they watch every game. Dude can't throw the deep ball. So Adams is going to be getting short little dump offs. I don't think he's going to be hitting the deep passes that Aaron Rodgers gave him. So his yards are going to go down. They have a lot of players, so his catches are going to go down. But I'm telling you guys, quarterbacks make wide receivers. We will be fine. If Christian Watson is as talented and as good as I think he is, Aaron Rodgers is going to make him into a great wide receiver. Now, is it going to happen this year where he's great? It probably isn't, but I think he's going to be able. Rodgers is going to be able to spread the ball around. He's not going to be locking in on he's not going to be locking in on Davante Adams like he did against the Niners in the playoffs, where he was throwing into double coverage and Allen Lazard was wide open. That shouldn't happen this year. It's going to make Aaron Rodgers spread the ball around. We all know Aaron Rodgers can spread the ball around. He's going to be fine. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. We are going to be fine. Green Bay Packer fans, we are going to be fine. If you were doubting it, you shouldn't doubt it anymore. For all the reasons I just told you, there's going to be a lot of haters out there. Obviously, Green Bay Packer haters are going to be saying, nope, they're going to take a humongous step back. But if you're a Packer fan, you're thinking that, you got to stop it right now. But that's all I have for you guys in today's podcast. Tune in, subscribe. I will keep pumping out content for you guys around Wisconsin sports teams. I mean, like I keep saying it, we got the Packers. We're going to be fine. We have the Bucks. We got the Brewers. We have 3 legitimate teams, and you always know Wisconsin Badger football, Wisconsin Badger basketball is always legit as well. We are always there. It's a great time to be a Wisconsin sports fan. So tune in so we can keep chatting it up about what a lot of us love the most, Wisconsin sports. And, you all stay safe. And until next time.